everybody! Isn't it a freaking nice day today? Okay, thanks for being here. There was going to be a lot more people, but I heard it was going to rain. It's complete pish, but like it's kept them at home. So we got this guy who keeps following me everywhere. I don't know what his name is, but he wants to say something. Do you think we should give him a chance?
No!
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Mr. Patrick Lee.
Oh, hello, Mr. Patrick Lee. That's a very sexy voice you have there. Okay, let's get on with this, folks.
Welcome everybody, welcome, thank you very much. It must... Can we take the echo off? Well done each and every one of you for coming here in this terrible weather. It shows there's still fight in Scotland. I'm not going to keep you too long, so I'm going to go straight into the speech. What's happening here is a travesty, but it's a constructed travesty. 705 years ago, our ancestors sent an important letter to the world, asking them to recognise Scots sovereignty, and the outcome of that request was the acceptance of an independent nation. On the 7th of March 2025, Salvo did the same. So it's now up to the people of Scotland to decide how this works out. We are big enough, smart enough, rich enough to enact our inalienable right and build the Scotland that we want. Politicians will have their say once we, the people, deliver Scotland from the tyranny of colonialism from the English Parliament. The Salvo Research Group states the people of Scotland must awaken to the reality that Holyrood, rather than being a true parliament for Scotland's interests, is a carefully constructed mechanism to sustain the illusion of a union that in fact drains Scotland's resources and systematically undermines its cities, towns and communities. With every passing year, Scotland receives less. The first two budget, who here remembers a budget once a year? Once a year we had a budget. 5.5 to 6 billion pounds wiped off the benefits budget will have a trickle effect. Every capitalist has a wet dream over. And Scotland will receive less, while Ratcliffe escapes paying over 4 billion in tax because he has based himself offshore. The City of London and England, trading as a fake construct commonly known as the UK, profits more and more. The so-called block grant is nothing more than a managed allowance, specifically designed to keep Scotland dependent while the City of London, the UK, forcibly extracts wealth from their land, our waters and our industries. This is not a partnership. It is a deliberate economic stranglehold, ensuring Scotland remains a nation of concern in terms of wealth, health and well-being. The statistics prove it. Scotland's people suffer lower life expectancy, rising poverty, underfunded public services and decline in infrastructure. And this, going ahead now, is a typical example of it. All while our vast natural wealth is siphoned off to sustain the Dubai of England, London and the south of England. This is no accident. It is a calculated policy of suppression facilitated by the elites, or as I call them, the parasites. The media, the oligarchs who benefit from Scotland's continued subjugation, is a land of plenty, yet her people receive only enough to survive. A slow, systematic destruction of our nation is underway, not by open warfare, but through economic deprivation, forced austerity, and the erosion of our industries and communities. The real cost of closing Grangemouth alone is 2,822 Scottish jobs and 4% of the GDP. Think on those facts. And questions are required of both governments, who announced this month the so-called Project Willow, hoping to attract £3.5 billion of private investment. This is private investment. This is the government sanctioning the removal of our industries. We've seen it before, we've seen it with Thatcher, and we've seen it again, only this time with Starmer. So they've ungenerously offered £200 million from Westminster that is tied with getting investment from private investors. So if they don't get the money, there won't be 200 million spent. This facility closes in weeks, and they have known it for years. These decisions don't take place in a vacuum, but our so-called governments do. The very fabric of Scotland's identity has been unravelled, and our people are being erased, subtly but relentlessly. The truth is that Scotland does not need permission to leave this destructive and one-sided arrangement. The so-called United Kingdom is not a legitimate union. It is an imperial construct, never properly ratified as a treaty under international law, never lodged with the United Nations, and never agreed to by the people of Scotland under any democratic process. The world must recognise that England, Britain and Westminster are the last remnants of the internal and forced colonial empire desperately clinging to power. Their use of vetoes at the UN to protect their own interests and destroy the future of other nations and peoples is nothing short of an abuse of international governments and Scotland's continued captivity within this failed state. I lost that. It's an international scandal. This deception has been allowed to persist without demand for proof of a legitimate treaty, raises serious questions about accountability and credibility in upholding international law. The United Nations has a massive opportunity now to right this wrong for the world. Scotland's future is not one of decline, but one of massive potential. The resources, the innovation, the talent exists for Scotland to thrive as an independent nation. Freeing from the constraints of a decaying empire, the people of Scotland must now take ownership of their destiny. The choice is clear. Remain in a broken, exploitative system designed to change, to ensure the decline, or step forward as a sovereign nation, reclaiming the wealth, the dignity, and the future that is rightfully ours. Let's show them at the next elections. In fact, let's do it before then. Let's all come together. Let's all be one. Let's all liberate Scotland and take it back for us. Come join Salvo and Liberation Scotland at liberationscotland.com or salvo.com, and let's take our country back. It's a warm-up. Thank you.
Okay, I'm well knackered now. What we're gonna do is there's another woman who keeps following me around everywhere. I don't know what her name is either. And she also wants to say a few words. Hello there, you.
Yeah, me.
And then I'm gonna say a few words. And then we're gonna dance because it's really fucking cold. Excuse me, what is your name?
My name's Freedom Tracy.
And what are you doing in my lounge?
I've come to annoy you, Jim. I've come to annoy you. Right, anyway, guys, I was going to say yes, Pat said let's do it, but to get involved with Salvo, if you go home today and you share to 10 people on your messenger and get the people to share 10 people on their messenger and so on, and we can get this out there. We need a backup plan. We need to get on. We're getting independence. Now, I said SNP myself, but at the same time, Liberation Scotland is going to be the one that takes us there. We are the people, and we will get independence. So that's all I'd like to say. But just remember, 10 people on your messenger. Anyone, even if they just get them, just keep on sending. Repeat it. I've done it throughout COVID. We had a homeless list to make sure people were home throughout COVID. I got 100,000 people within, I think it was 3 days all in, and the government knocked it back and said it was fake because it was too fast to be 100,000 people. But we've got to get this done. We've got to get out of this union. The union's killing us. It's killing us all. And slowly but surely, we're losing everything. Absolutely everything. It reminds me of being a kid, to be honest. Just watching all the rebels, playing on rebels. Again, that's going to be our child's future, is looking at the window to a pile of rubble. So get involved with Salvo, get involved with Liberation Scotland. The people are going to get us independence, nobody else. Woo! Thank you.
Okay, I just want to say a few words before you all freeze to death. Is everybody still alive?
Just a bit.
Are we gonna take Grangemouth back?
Maybe.
Yeah. Come on, one more time. Are we gonna take Grangemouth back?
Yeah!
Okay, after the speech, we're gonna have the raffle, or we're gonna have dancing. I think we should have dancing first so you warm up. How would you say?
Yeah!
Okay, we're gonna distribute the winner after this. I just want to say we've got a couple of ideas. Basically, the Sovereign Scot Independence Movement is the umbrella which we really need now for the indie movement. Okay, and the Sovereign Scot Independence Movement is more powerful than anyone realizes because the people are the power. The people are the power. We will not stand for this fish. And basically Scotland has been asset stripped that there's hardly anything left. There's these parasitic Freeports and parasitic SEZs and parasitic black rock, and I think we should just say we are not having it. For too long have we sat by generations being actually almost exterminated, and no more. Who says no more?
No more!
Okay, so the idea is, there's two ideas, okay? One of them is in 1924, and I'm older than I look, by the way. Literally, Grangemouth was built by the public purse. That means that it belongs to the people. It was seized by the parasitic colonial regime. They didn't pay for it, they seized it. So what we need to say to them is, we own the basics of it, okay? And then we can say we are issuing you with a purchase order. And that's where Salvo comes in. And where has Pat Lee gone? Ah, hello. Okay, so this is the theory of it, okay? I'm just planting seeds. I'm the indie gardener. We issue a purchase order, and that like, literally pushes a blockade on the sale of it or the moving of it, okay? And then we raise money. So don't have a heart attack, please, okay? Just keep your knickers on. If, for example, the Indian movement in 2014 was over 1.6 million people voted yes for independence, okay? And we all know that the referendum was rigged and all sorts of pish. And if over 3 months, the whole of the Indian movement donated £300 a month, okay? Which is something I considered myself. I know it sounds a lot, but I thought in order to own Grangemouth under public ownership, I would be prepared to give one of my benefits checks, okay? And that would be £1,000 over 3 months. Now if we put a blockade on it, it could be able to raise more money, but that would give us 1.6 million people, and £1,000 over 3 months would give us how much?
Roughly about 1.6 billion.
That's what the indie movement can do, okay? So we could also source our own funders, not like people coming to us like Elon Musk and all this. We would source our own funders, write our own agreements, and say, you can't do anything until we say so, and we will literally put Grangemouth back into public ownership. So, who says yes?
Yes!
Okay, one more time. Who says it's a good idea?
It's a good idea!
Okay, I'm going to wish now, and we're going to do Strip the Willow. So where is Ian McNeil? Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do a quick Strip the Willow. No removing of clothing, absolutely not. Okay, so we're going to show you how to do it, and then, yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah, okay, we will.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to apologise. We're going to bring it to a close very quickly because of the weather. I think you'll agree it's just too wet. We're all dying to get hit up. Do it quick. One more musician. Right. Right, very quickly you're going to show me how to do it. Strip the willow. What the?
Guys, everybody watch it. Okay, that's the warm-up. Okay, now this is compulsory. May will sit out of this. Okay, everybody, except for one person, is not allowed to dance, okay? So, line up in 2 lines, people. Please.
No. I'm going to record it.
Everybody who can dance, let's do this.
Way!
Come on, knackers after that. I'm just going to cut what I've got to say down to a real quick few announcements. The closing of that refinery is actually legal according to international law, according to the Bill of Human Rights, because part of the Bill of Human Rights is the international covenant on the I'll come to in a second, the civic and political rights of the people of the world. That's a huge tenet of the Bill of Human Rights. Now, these laws, we have every right to implement them within the Scotland Act, within the Statute Book of Scotland. Now, on the 2nd, that's Wednesday, 2nd of April, at the Scottish Parliament. If anyone can get to the Scottish Parliament on the 2nd, this Wednesday of April, get yourself down there, make a rumpus, because there will be some representatives from Respect Scottish Sovereignty. They are putting a bill through the Scottish Parliament on Wednesday the 2nd, so get yourself down there to give them support. It'll be 10:30. It's only half an hour, so get yourself there early. Get yourself there from about 10:15 or something. But from 10:30 to 11 o'clock on the 2nd at the Parliament, you'll be able to support these people as they sit in the gallery and we watch this debate on this motion to get this legislation in the Scottish Statute Book. It's like, well, why do you need the Scottish Statute Book? It's because Westminster are going to try and pull out of the Bill of Human Rights. So we need to circumvent that. If they pull out, we need to make sure that Scotland hasn't pulled out. We need it on the Statute Book. So 10:30 on the 2nd, do what you can to support these people in the gallery. There'll be a few speeches and things outside. Be there or be square. Thank you.